Hey guys, Well Customs here, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Man-Thing Build-A-Figure, and this is Bullseye. Oh yeah, nice new Bullseye. About time we had a refresh. Looks pretty cool and crazy looking. Alright guys, so here is Bullseye out of the box, and I have to say straight off the bat, I think this is the best figure of the whole set. Granted, I had not opened up Jessica Jones yet or Elektra, but I think it's safe to say I think he is the best figure. On a lot of reasons why, but we'll get into that soon. First off, let's take a look at the accessories. First off, he does have the right arm of Man-Thing right here. I have gone over this a couple of times already. Good sculpting, good paintwork. We will build this at the end, so we'll put that to the side right now. So let's take a look at the accessories for Bullseye. And first off, he does come with a dagger right here, which is pretty nice. I think we've seen this before. I think it's the same one as Bucky cap, I believe. Pretty nice, sharp looking. It will go in the left hand of Bullseye very nicely. Nice firm grip right there. It is pretty good. And you probably put it on upside down too. I think it'll look pretty nice as well. And this actually does go into a little slot in the back right there, which I like a lot. So you can save that. Just like that. And next he does come with a pistol, which is a little bit of a small revolver kind of like gun, which will go into the right hand of Bullseye. Pretty well, I might add. Even though it's pretty small, it fits in pretty nicely right there. And this will go in the holster right here. It's funny how the holster and the hands it's meant for is on the opposite sides though, which is kind of weird, because you would think if it's on this side, the knife, you would be able to take it out like that, vice versa for the gun, but they kind of flipped that and messed that up a little bit in my opinion. But other than that, it's not a horrible thing. Now going to the rest of the accessories. So he does come with another hand, which I like a lot. It's a kind of a gesture hand, like bang, you know, which I like a lot. It's pretty cool to have. Good posing of this thing on his hand. And of course he comes with this, and this is pretty awesome. I like this a lot. You would definitely have a lot of fun with this one. So it basically has 3 daggers and he's throwing it out, which would be pretty nice. I'll pose it later. And of course, last but not least, this fantastic psycho looking head. I love this, man. You're gonna have so much fun with this Bullseye figure. It's amazing. Actually, this head I think is pretty good as well. It looks pretty menacing in my opinion, especially if you point it down a little bit. That little grin he has, very evil and sinister looking. And you have this one next to it. Ooh, makes you like Bullseye even more. You realize how much of a psycho he is. So right here we do have that pointing gun hand on Bullseye right there, and he looks pretty cool with that. You know, you could tilt his head just a little bit to the side, or maybe down. Whatever you want to do. Looks very menacing. Like that. Now next up right here we do have him with the hand of all the daggers coming out, which is pretty cool. He definitely gets some nice poses. If you pose him right with the right stand, you would definitely have a lot of fun with this. Next up now we do have that other head sculpt of him looking insanely crazy. And like I said before, you will have so much fun with this Bullseye figure. It is not even funny. Alright, now taking a look at Bullseye up close and personal. You know, it's a pretty plain figure if you really want to be honest, because it's basically a black figure with white paint on it and some stripes. However, it still is really well executed because of the head sculpt, I think. The head sculpt probably is the best part to making the figure very menacing, very crazy looking. But I have to say, I actually love this body sculpt. Now, I don't collect a lot of Marvel Legends, and I only collect the more popular ones or the ones I want in my own collection. But this is my first time having this specific body sculpt, and it's a little bit different from the Bucky mold. This might be the new standard, I believe, in my opinion, because I love it. You know, the ab joint looks really nice. The body looks kind of wide, which is pretty good too. The arms look pretty nice. It has a butterfly joint here as well. Just really nice. I will get into articulation really soon, but like I said, I did notice that this is a little bit different from the Bucky mold. and I think it's a lot better. So, but looking at the figure itself, you know, he's very plain, like I said, black and white. I love this holster on him and the belt, which is pretty cool. These are actually connected together, the belt and the holster for his gun. Right here, it's connected. So you might have, if you want to take it off, you have to take this off too. But yeah, like I said, other than that, plain black and white, and he looks good. The head sculpt, let's take a look at the head sculpt really quickly. I want to zoom in on that because even though this one looks pretty crazy, I still think this one looks pretty nice as well. Very menacing, very dark. You know, why is he smiling so much? You don't want to know. You know, he is just a lot of bad thoughts in him, and he looks pretty crazy right there as well. Alright, now getting to articulation, he does have fantastic articulation, might I add. So the head is on a ball joint on a hinge. It goes all the way up, which is really nice. It goes all the way down, which is really nice as well. It goes left and right, no problems there. It pivots, it's just a little bit more of an angle. Going to the shoulders now, his shoulders are on hinge joints that rotate. They go all the way up, about that much, not that bad, but they go all the way around, no problems there. He also has a fantastic butterfly joint that goes literally all the way back, all the way forward, so you have a lot of different angles and access to making nice throwing motions on him. Now going to the biceps, bicep swivel, no problems there. 2 points at the elbow, which is nice, and at the wrist he has a hinge joint and a swivel, which is pretty standard. Now going down to the ab joint, which is really good too. Clicks all the way down, which is nice. Goes all the way back, which is awesome as well. He does have a waist swivel, of course, and the belt clipped off a little bit, which is not a big deal. Just be aware of that. Now going down to the hips, he has T-jointed hips that go all the way up, basically 90 degrees, which is pretty nice. They go back just a little bit, not that much though. Split-wise, he doesn't have the biggest range of splits, but I never minded that, to be honest. So it's fine with me. Going down to the thigh swivel right there. He has 2 points at the knees, which is nice. Boot swivel, of course, that is great. And at the ankle, he has a hinge, which is pretty decent. Nice rotation and range. And he has a pivot. So he has all this standard articulation for a Marvel Legends figure, but I want to add that they are fantastic. I feel like all of the joints are nice and smooth. They are fully utilized as well, and I'm saying that they go all the way back, all the way forward, they move all the way as they can be. It is just a fantastic figure. Like I said before, you know, this is my first time having a figure with this specific body sculpt. So it's brand new to me. I'm not really sure if there was another one. I could be wrong though, because I don't collect every single one. But it is fantastic. And I have to say, this should be, in my opinion, the new Bucky cap, because I would love to have every figure like this. You know, not even talking about articulation, the quality of the, you know, the QC, the quality control on this is fantastic. Every single joint on this figure is awesome. This is one of the main reasons why I'm saying this is the best figure of the whole bunch, of the whole wave, because everything's good on this figure. The shoulders are great. The bicep swivel feels awesome and smooth. It's smooth, so smooth. It's a little bit firmness, but smooth like butter. It feels nice, not loose, not tight. It's just nice and smooth. And that goes for every single joint on this figure, which I love a lot. Ab joint is fantastic as well. Hips are great. He stands straight. The knees feel really strong and sturdy. Like you could even do the top one, the bottom one. You don't feel like the middle part, that joint is wobbly or anything like that. You got boot swivel and everything. Ankle feels great and rotates really high on that one, on the ankle. It's just a fantastic figure. So like I said before, I'm sorry I'm going a little bit overboard on this figure because this is my first time with this specific mold. But yeah, it is awesome. And yeah, just another reason why I think this is the best figure out of the whole bunch. Size comparison time. So here is Bullseye with Punisher and Daredevil right here, and I like how it looks. Even though these are the more realistic Netflix series ones, and this is more of a comic book look, I think these look pretty good anyway. Next up right here we have Spider-Man and we have Iron Fist right here. Now he's about the size of these guys, give or take, about the same size in height, maybe a little bit wider, which I like a lot. You know, sometimes these figures might be a little bit too thin. I like he's about a medium, nice base. a little thick in the midsection, like wide, but not huge arms. Not too tall. Just a good medium size. Next up right here we have the Homecoming Spider-Man, and we have Deadpool right here. Now Deadpool is pretty much sporting the basic Bucky mold cap right there. As you can see side by side, it is still a little bit bigger compared to this new one right here. I did say that this should be, in my opinion, the new Bucky cap for more of the upcoming figures. Even though it is a little bit smaller, maybe they could change the boots to make it a little bit taller, or maybe a lower body. But I still think that this is the best body mold base in my opinion. And for another size comparison right here, we have the Sam Wilson Captain America, and also my custom Batman figure, which I actually loved. If you guys remember the DC vs Marvel comic book, or Marvel vs DC, there was a confrontation between these two, and Batman just punched his lights out. But yeah, there's a nice size comparison, so you can get a grasp on the size right there. And last but not least, for fun, I'm just going to throw in Logan right here, Old Man Logan, so you can see a nice size comparison. Because I like these two new, different molds that we're not used to seeing. It's nice that Hasbro always comes with new molds when you least expect it. And yeah, here he is. So yeah guys, that's about it. I am standing firm with my belief that I think this is the best figure out of the whole wave of the Marvel Knights Netflix wave, if you want to call it that. He is just fantastic. Articulation's great. Accessories are awesome. Don't forget the head right here. He comes with the different hands, of course. There's so much more accessories. The base body is fantastic. QC wise, he's probably the best in my opinion. Yeah, just overall, and also I'm just so surprised at how much I like this figure. Like I said before, I bought this whole wave for either Blade, Punisher, or Daredevil. Wasn't expecting that much out of a new Bullseye, but man, I think he really is the MVP of this whole wave. So yeah guys, that's about it guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this review was helpful, and that's about it. So thanks for watching guys. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at AwanaCustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace!
That's crispy.